that think that they're comfortable threatening Americans, okay, or comfortable just threatening people online because they think that there's no repercussions. Well, for those people in England, or as they like to say, on the other side of the pond, yeah, remember, our two countries do business with one another, if you get what I'm saying. So, feds show up at the home of a North Texas woman who posted angry tweets after a Roe decision. Garland resident wrote, "Slaughter them all," and called for burning down government buildings after the Supreme Court's abortion ruling. The Department of Homeland Security was not amused. Just saying, that's a lot less direct than saying that you're going, like, for example, the person that threatened me stated that they were specifically going to New York, specifically visiting friends, that were specifically going to give them firearms, and that they were going to use those firearms to, quote, end me. And I'll actually play that video after this. So, the federal agent and two police officers showed up to the North Texas woman's house on Thursday morning, warning her to stop threatening the government on Twitter after she posted in anger over the Supreme Court decision overturning Roe v. Wade. The Fed's letter to Madeline Walker of Garland came after she tweeted about burning government buildings on the day of the Supreme Court, the day the Supreme Court handed down its decision. Using expletives, Walker tweeted, "Burn every government building down." These are the loonies, by the way. These are the kind of loonies that are now on both sides of the aisle, just so you know. This isn't unique to liberals at this point, and it's not unique to conservatives. It's not unique to anybody. These are the kind of kooks all over the place now, okay? But I just wanted to point that out, and I'm going to show you why I wanted to point that out in a second, because that's a lot more indirect than what somebody said. Now, I want people to pay special attention to the specificity of this threat. This person literally states that they are coming to the United States, going to New York, meeting friends, going to acquire firearms for those friends that are then going to give him an alibi after he comes to my apartment to, quote, end me. Okay? Pay attention to the specificity of this threat.
Mocking a dead person who's not involved in drama. Now, granted, I suppose I can't really claim innocence in that one, but you could have defeated me on that, but you chose not to. Instead, you want to double down. And then there's going after people's kids, James. That's the only thing you haven't done yet, is going after...
Mind you, again, I didn't even know this lunatic had kids. What he's doing is he's trying to make it appear as though I'm threatening him. This is like JJ. I've never threatened anything against JJ. I have no problem. I do have a problem with JJ. It has to do with him lying about my criminal record, which he had. We've all but proven that completely, because he only stuck to that one bullshit charge, because the other bullshit charges were complete bullshit and weren't even mine. But that didn't stop him from lying, did it? So with this, he's going, if you threaten my children, I'm going to go to New York, acquire firearms, come to your apartment, and end you. And the people that gave me the firearms in New York will provide me with an alibi. This is specifically what this guy is saying. Specifically what he's saying. Keep that in mind. Look at the specificity of what this guy is saying.
Those kids, but rest assured, if you go after my kids, James, I will be on a plane to Philadelphia, and I will be at your door, and I will finish you for good.
One more time.
If you go after my kids, James, I will.
Remember, I've never gone after this guy's kids. I don't even know I don't even know who this guy's kids are. I don't know if this guy even has kids or if he's just making it up for the point of threatening me.
Be on a plane to Philadelphia, and I will be at your door, and I will finish you for good. One person tried that before.
He will finish me for good, he says.
I found them. I gave him a very simple warning. You've got your choice. If I hear one more word from you, one more word, you're going to get a knock at your door, and you better pray to God it's the cops, because if it's me, the cops are going to have to come and take me away. That was the choice, James. Go after. So if you want to escalate to that level, I'll be on a plane to Philadelphia within 48 hours.
Who's escalating what here? Who's the person that won't stop harassing me? Think about that. Who keeps harassing me? This gentleman and his associates.
Guarantee you. And I'm pretty sure there's a few people in here who would quite happily provide me with an alibi. Or possibly a firearm or two.
One more time.
Pretty sure there's a few people in here who would quite happily provide me with an alibi. Or possibly a firearm or two.
One more time.
Provide me with an alibi. Or possibly a firearm or two. There's a few people in here who would quite happily provide me with an alibi. Or possibly a firearm or two.
So what that was is he was specifically stating that he intended on coming to the United States, going to New York, acquiring a firearm, coming to my home, and ending me for good, was what he said. That's a pretty specific threat. And people that make specific threats like that over social media should not feel comfortable with what they're doing, and they should know that they are not outside the reach of the United States justice system just because they're in another country, particularly the UK. They are within the grasp of the US justice system.